Hello everyone. It may be hard to believe, but in 1 year from now, YouTube is going to be 15 years old. I've been watching videos on this site for about 13 of those years, and it's been interesting witnessing how YouTube evolved, or some may argue, devolved over that time. So many features that I remember have been modified, replaced, or removed entirely. I mean, just recently they got rid of the option to see a channel's actual subscriber count, with it now just being an abbreviation. So for this video, I'm going to take a trip down memory lane, and I invite you to come along with me as we look back on some dead YouTube features. But first, a big thank you to Vikings War of Clans for sponsoring this video. Because if there's one feature that's dead on YouTube, it's ad revenue. Vikings War of Clans was inspired by famous strategy and RPG games of the 90s. Personally, it gave me flashbacks to when I was a kid playing games like Age of Empires and Civilization. Vikings is full of rich content like live events, competitions, strategic warfare, and deep character progression. It has a great visual style, excellent 3D graphics, and a fully immersive soundtrack. But what I like most about the game is that you're free to play how you want. You can be an explorer, where you focus on building a city, researching technologies, and discovering the mythical world. Or you can be a conqueror, growing your army and then destroying those around you. So if you want to help support my channel, you can download Vikings for free from my links in the description, and you'll get the special bonus of 200 gold coins and a protective shield. Number 1. Reaction buttons. Nowadays, when you hear the term reaction buttons, you might think of the emoji reactions on Facebook. However, before Facebook did it, YouTube had a similar feature back in 2011. Below a video, some users would be given 6 different reactions to pick from, those being LOL, OMG, Epic, Cute, WTF, and Fail. The idea was that these buttons would help declutter the comment section of frequently used terms, so that way the remaining comments would be more valuable. And these buttons could have potentially become a brand new way to filter content like the most epic or cute videos. But the reaction to the reaction buttons was less than favorable, with some people taking offense to using abbreviations like WTF and OMG, and a few even recommending YouTube go with emojis like Facebook would do later on. CinemaSins creator Jeremy Scott wrote, "It's just about the silliest thing I've ever heard of. I just don't see buttons like this adding anything meaningful to the YouTube experience." YouTube later modified this feature into a drop-down menu alongside the comment section and gave the options less cringy names, but eventually this too was discontinued. Number 2. Star ratings. Before the like and dislike feature was added, people could instead rate a video on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, and the average rating a video received would affect how many of the stars were colored red. I remember watching YouTubers like the toy reviewer Mike Mozart back in the day, and he would always end videos by asking for a 5-star rating.
So if you like this review, please give me 5 stars. I'd really appreciate those 5 stars. Down there, there's some stars. Give me a couple of them, I'd appreciate it. 5 would be great. If you like this review, please give me 5 stars. You see them down there? I'll be glad you did.
But in April 2010, YouTube came out with a new layout that replaced star ratings with the binary like and dislike we use now. So why the transition? Well, YouTube found out that most people were only rating videos 1 star or 5, but rarely anything in between. So why not simplify the feature? Number 3. Comment audio preview. In October 2008, YouTube added the option to have a robot voice read out your comments before you post them. Here's one video of how the voice sounded.
Hi, I'm the audio preview man. I'm a computer voice. I'm creepy and strange and I have no friends. No one wants to hang out with a disembodied voice.
It's not totally clear what the motivation was for adding this feature, but it may have been inspired by the webcomic XKCD, which released a strip the previous month about a virus that would read YouTube comments back before being posted, making the commenters realize they're stupid. Regardless of the reason though, YouTubers seem to have fun with the feature.
So I've fallen in love with the man who does the audio preview button on YouTube. What were they thinking? Have you guys tried it out?
Hard, and weak leader, fat, greedy, burger, deep tooth, sawtooth, top hell. All our base star belong to me.
However, looking at posts in the YouTube help forum, the comment audio preview appears to have been removed at some point in June 2009. Number 4. Snake. Back in July 2010, YouTubers found out that if you held down the left and up arrow keys on your keyboard while on a video page, you could unlock an Easter egg of the arcade game Snake.
It is Snake on YouTube. And then you can die. And that's how you die.
If you had a slow internet connection, you could play Snake while the video buffered. Or, if you enjoy multitasking, you could play Snake while the video was playing. I've always enjoyed seeing YouTube add Easter eggs like this because, along with being fun, it showed that there were people behind this site with creativity and a sense of humor. And out of all the Easter eggs YouTube's had over the years, the Snake ones seem to stick around longer than any of them. That is, until 2015, when YouTube switched their video player from Flash to HTML5, and the Easter egg was never seen again. Number 5. Video responses. Before 2013, YouTubers had the option to enable video responses below their uploads. When you were about to post a comment, you'd be given a link to make a video response, which, upon clicking, would bring you to the following page. And after you chose which video to respond with, it would appear below the original upload. Various YouTubers like the Vlogbrothers would utilize this feature to connect with their fanbase.
If you've made an awesome video recently that you feel like deserves a wider audience, make it a video response below.
In comments below, or possibly in a video response, I would like to know what you would say to the aliens.
However, the video response feature was ultimately scrapped on September 12, 2013, much to the dismay of the YouTube community.
And what YouTube doesn't realize is that by removing this video response method, I am not going to be able to interact with you guys on such a more personal level.
No video responses, where did you go?
According to YouTube, response videos had a click-through rate of only 0.0004%, which meant that only 4 out of every 1 million users were actually clicking them, so they felt the feature was not worth keeping. This was all covered in their creator blog article, So Long Video Responses. Next up, better ways to connect. Well, I would agree they added new ways to connect, but as for better, that's up for debate. Number 6. Animated banners. In July 2014, YouTube began allowing people to upload a GIF, or GIF, as their channel banner. And the cool thing about the GIF format is that it supports animation. So around this time, you'd find various YouTube channels with animated banners, and you'd also find videos showing how to make them. But almost as soon as GIF files were allowed, the ability to upload them was suddenly taken away. I'm not exactly sure what the reason was for adding this feature, as YouTube never made an official statement about it. Some people think it was a beta test or maybe an accident, but ultimately, we don't know. The good news was that if you already uploaded a GIF banner, you were able to keep it on your channel until 2016, when their support was dropped entirely. And finally, number 7. Channel backgrounds. Out of everything on YouTube, channels have probably gone through the most drastic transformation. And one of my favorite things about the older channels was that you could add a custom background to help reflect your brand. While modern YouTube channels all look pretty much the same aside from their banners, back in the day, every channel felt like going to a brand new website. And I loved seeing all the unique ways people would use their channel background to stand out. Unfortunately though, the feature was taken away when YouTube introduced YouTube One channel, which we still have a modified version of today. And yes, while the new layout does allow YouTubers to better organize and show off their content, I wish it hadn't come at the price of stripping away that extra layer of individuality and creativity. And I know I'm not alone here. When the new channel layout first arrived, people were not happy.
And they kind of just keep taking all individuality out of it and all customization. They kind of want everyone just to have a plain background with no personality.
So say goodbye to those custom canvas backgrounds and funky chunky image maps, and spread your sweaty cheeks for Google+.
So there you go. Those are a few of the dead features on YouTube. Do you think any of them should come back, or do you think it's good YouTube got rid of them? Now, there are plenty of other dead features that weren't covered here, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and if the demand is high enough, I'll go over more in a future upload. Also, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to know when new videos come out. Have a great day.